win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The ground, it's Gibson. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hands it off. Shakes off the defender. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
Gashes him in the middle. Delivers the stiff arm. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Got a man, it's Dupree. Showing off.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Anthony. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And they're able to get him down.
Well, decision time right now for the head coach because the opponent is way out so far in this game. I do know it's early, but you've got to know defensively you've had some problems stopping them. So is kicking a field goal here going to be enough? You might want to consider going for this.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Handoff to the single running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll pull it on the read. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's balanced. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll give it to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on 2nd down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Texas offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 35, he's got both. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. It's a fumble! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Edwards. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. Smashes ahead. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking for space, it's Gibson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The running back has it. Powers through the defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. There he goes. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We are just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mason. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Caught near the sticks, it's Ballard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Badger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Using the quick game. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he got that extra point through, no slipping on the snow, it was good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wisconsin offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ballard. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play, quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Manning. Sets up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Edwards. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going with the ground game left. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away
and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
On the ground, it's Gibson. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback extends the play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Badgers are facing 3rd and inches. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty. A first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Ballard. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Edwards. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Badgers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the run, it's Baxter. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. There he goes. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badger.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.